first of all, the discussion that you had earlier about this threats that are being made and other actions towards grand jurors and people who are just doing their civic duty, showing up and doing their job as Americans is despicable. And if you're innocent, start acting like it. I can't think of anything worse than trying to attack the criminal justice system because you're a criminal defendant. And I think that's just terrible of any defendant to go through that process.
I mean, and really what he's doing is saying the bare minimum, right? I mean, at the very least, all he's trying to do is cover up his own ass for involvement with the party when eventually some rabid Trump supporter does do something. Because we covered last week that the names, the pictures, some of the home addresses of the people who were on the grand jury have been being spread in right-wing circles on right-wing websites. So, I mean, he doesn't want to have any connection to that when something inevitably horrible happens. But Senator Bill Cassidy actually went a little bit further than that and flat out said that Trump should drop out of the race.
Do you think that Donald Trump should drop out of the race?
I think so, but obviously that's up to him. I mean, you're just asking me my opinion, but he will lose to Joe Biden if you look at the current polls.
You know, Jessica, is there any weight to these criticisms from within the Republican Party of Donald Trump? I mean, he's far and away the primary might as well be done. He's won it, right? At this point, he's so far ahead of the competition, if you could even call them that he's already secured the nomination. So is this just sort of pointless?
Yeah, that's a good question because you have the majority of the Republican Party supporting Donald Trump. So to break from Donald Trump and say, well, he should act like he's innocent, he's clearly not a good guy, he's broken the law. Is that going to change the views of the voters in the Republican Party? No. I think at this point, that just, sows further division in the Republican Party, which I'm fine with, along the lines of who is a populist and who is someone who wants things to continue business as usual of the establishment of the Republican Party, basically handpicking candidates, deciding who is a member of the political class and worthy of political office. It has that vibe. Do I think Donald Trump is a criminal and not qualified for public office? Absolutely. But to the right-wing populists and just general populist working class people who something in the Republican Party message has connected with them on the populist side, are we going to change their minds by having the establishment guys go on nighttime news and say Trump might not be so good? I don't think it's going to make a big difference.
Exactly. And at what point, as just maintaining your membership as being part of the Republican Party, are you just being complicit? And the party that has just become Trump, the party whose platform was whatever Trump decided it was that day on a whim. I mean, the party can be described as nothing other than sycophantic. It is just Donald Trump. And I think you're right. Like some of these establishment people maybe want to get back to the Republican Party of before Donald Trump, just because maybe they personally don't like him on policy issues. I really don't think that there's any sort of disagreement there.